Well, I just received this Trangia mini stove from REI, and let's take a look at it. In the box it contains a saucepan, a non-stick frying pan lid, a windshield, a spirit burner, otherwise known as the stove, and a handle. There are some instructions in a number of different languages, and that is the English instructions, so you can see it's pretty basic and simple to operate. There's a picture representation of everything that you should receive in the box. We have the lid, which is also a frying pan. It has a non-stick finish. The handle, which clips on. We have the saucepan. The handle also fits onto that. And we have the windscreen. And the stove itself. Now, the interesting thing about the stove is it has this nice little lid on it. This is a typical alcohol stove. I've made these out of soda cans. There's many videos on YouTube on how to do that, the dual chamber ones, and I like them quite a bit. They're very simple, very lightweight. I find that the soda can ones aren't terribly sturdy though, and after banging around in my pack for a little while they get crushed. So I wanted to get the actual Trangia one because it's a little sturdier and it should hold up to the abuse a little bit better. We have the internal area where we put the alcohol, and there's a series of little jets around the outside. Now the lid is interesting. One, you can fill up the stove, put the lid on, which screws on very snugly, and carry it around ready to go. Another nice thing about the lid is it's actually in two parts, and with the basic alcohol stove that you make out of a tin can, one of the problems is it only has one speed, high. This gives you the option of simmering, so you can put this part of the lid on while the fire is going, while the stove is going, and close it down and get just the amount of flame that you want to the point of actually extinguishing the flame. The thing I like about the saucepan, a little attention to detail. You can see this raised lip here, and the windscreen fits that properly so that when you put the pot onto the windscreen, that lip holds it in place. You know, when we're out in the woods, very often we can't find a perfectly level spot to set the stove, so having that little bit of resistance there helps keep everything in place. All in all, a nice, neat, small package, self-contained. Okay, so let's try cooking something up with this. I got 16 ounces of water here, a bottle of alcohol, got some pasta, some beef jerky, and some beef bouillon, and our Trangia cook set. Let's set the stove in the windscreen. I'll open the stove up. And fill it up with some alcohol. They say if it's 2/3 full, which is as full as it's supposed to be, you'll get 25 minutes of burn time. I'd say that's about 2/3 right there. Let's see if we can spark this off of a ferro rod. Here we go. You can see we got some wind happening. I'm not too crazy about this windscreen. There's big openings here, but so far so good. I got about a 4 or 5 mile an hour breeze blowing through here right now. And once this heats up a little bit, we'll start seeing some flames coming out of these jets here. Once the alcohol starts vaporizing. While we're waiting for that, we can chop up some of this jerky here. Throw that in the pot. The knife's a Becker Necker, if you're interested. And we'll add the 16 ounces of water. The lid. I'll put that on fire. See, we're really getting some wind action here. Okay, now we're getting some action out of those vents. You can see actually the little jets here. We're getting flame out of that. Just like a little gas stove. Well, we got a good rolling boil there. Let's add some pasta. Okay, that should be just about done. Let's take a look. Perfect. Now, if you still have flames going after you're done cooking, you can snuff it and save the alcohol by putting the lid back on. Now, don't put the screw-on lid because it has a rubber gasket in it and you'll melt it. And take the simmering lid and put that over there. Just drop it on.